nail just fell off. Fuck, it hurts. This one's called Orange too. From a hard day at the mill, and all I see is a pile of bills. Would it kill you? How hot meal on my plate?
Okie dokie. Welcome to the Frankfort Report. I'm Darryl. This is the Frankfort Report, just in case I didn't say Frankfort enough in the last couple of seconds. And here we go. How's it going today? Hope you're doing well. If you're even watching this thing, I appreciate you. I don't know why you're here, but I do thank you. What a nutty day yesterday was, huh? That was a pretty nutty day. At I don't know, maybe 6:30, 7 o'clock, one of my business partners called me and said, wow, that was a crazy day. Now, they import and export a ton of stuff with their subsidiaries in the United States. And so they were, really freaking out about these tariffs. And as it got closer and closer and closer to the deadline, man, were people freaking out, because I think the overall feeling was that this was not actually going to happen, right? These tariffs were not actually going to come. And so people, although they were kind of preparing for it, they were like, we're going to dodge this thing. This is not going to happen. I don't think it's for real. I remember the night before him saying, this is not for real. I don't think this is for real. And then when it looked like it was going forward, man, everybody was on overdrive. And what's amazing is that I'm pretty sure him, like most other entrepreneurs in the country, figured out a way to, get around or mitigate the damage by these tariffs, right? Through all kinds of different means. There's ways, and this is exactly what was the point. This is exactly what Trump was trying to do, is people say, Canada versus states, and I'm a trader and this and that, and whatever the fuck. I don't care. Listen, the guy's trying to get more jobs and more businesses into the United States. And what did this do? This sent every entrepreneur in Canada looking for alternatives on the other side of the border so that they can keep that 25% of their margin. Because where is that going to come from? I know everybody thinks it's from the end user, from the consumer, right? But there's only so much the consumer is willing to pay for things. We've heard of people, saying no thank you before, or there was a story of a hardwood flooring company here somewhere. I feel like it was up north in Barrie, Ontario, where it's a hardwood flooring installation company, and they had been calling people ahead of time saying, hey, guess what? The price of your job just went up 25%, right? Or whatever. I guess, I don't know how much was labor, how much was material, but it's going up because of the tariffs, right? And people were apparently saying, you know what? We're good. No thanks. Don't forget about it. Don't worry about it. And so, well, don't they look foolish now that there's no tariff imposed for 30 days? Because I imagine they lost a bunch of work that they were supposed to do. And I guess they can call them back and see, hey, can we get that job going again before the tariffs? Get your hardwood flooring installed before the tariffs, before pricing goes up. Imagine the activity that in the next few weeks around here, what kind of sales we can have before the tariffs. Get yours before the tariffs. That's actually a great marketing ploy right now that we can use, right? Before the tariffs hit, you better get it now. Real estate's in season again, everybody. Before the tariffs hit, we don't know what's going to be. Better buy a house. Better get secure. Batten down the hatches. Let's go. Hello, everybody out there. So anyway, I think a lot of the smart people really kind of had maybe not completely figured out the 25%, but they had figured out ways to mitigate the damage and reduce it to a number that everybody might be okay with. And that's amazing. But I mean, a big part of it was, hey, why the hell are we going to keep all this stuff here in Canada, in Ontario, in Calgary, and wherever the hell you are in Canada? Why are we going to leave it here when we could easily put it over there? And, in the few days that I did some research, the rent is way cheaper there. The wages are, lower. There's no tariff. And this just kind of makes sense now overall for us. And if that's what's going to start happening, irregardless of the tariffs, right? Like, people are going to go, oh my God, why don't I have my warehouse in Kentucky? Kentucky's fucking cheap, right? I should put all of my whatever the fuck in Indianapolis, or I don't know where, somewhere in the Iowa, right? Just put it somewhere where nobody wants to be and it's super cheap, because I don't know. Have you seen those videos of Texas, or I don't know, near Texas or near Austin in Texas, somewhere in Texas, you can buy beautiful houses for dirt friggin' cheap. It's truly unbelievable. I guess living here, it's unbelievable. Living there must be crazy. The prices must be taking off and going bananas. But anyways, we've got bigger fish to fry here, folks. So we have just barely averted a war. It felt like a war. My son came upstairs yesterday and he was all kind of famished, and he was like, man, we're at war with the United States. This is pretty crazy, Dad. I feel like, a little tense. And I'm feeling the same way. I was, trying to figure things out, right? Because that's what I do. I'm a figure things out kind of guy. So I was watching everything, listening to everything, talking to everybody, trying to figure out what is the impact of this going to be. So I don't know what I was going to do, quite honestly, because there's not much I can really do in any of my businesses right now. There's nothing I can do except continue along and cross my fingers and hope that things come out the other side okay for Mr. Darryl. Because I'm not in control of anything else right now. There's only a few things that I can actually control. And the market, that isn't one of them. But it doesn't seem like, I don't know who won this thing. Okay, so right up to the bitter, bloody end, it was tense, man. Right? And then, what? Oh, Mexico. What? Really? Mexico? They're all they had to do was put 10,000 people on the border and their tariffs are lifted? Is that for real? We got to fact check this, right? So we're fact checking this thing, and it turned out to be for real. And so then everybody's going, hey, why can't Canada just do the same thing? I don't even know. We did our research. Do we have 10,000 troops? Do we have 10,000 troops that are readily available to just stand along the border right now? I don't know. I don't think that that's a real thing. But anyways, we committed to it because we didn't want our big brother to the south. Our big brother to the south. We didn't want him to beat the fucking piss out of us with these fucking tariffs, right? But I don't know. I don't know how bad it would have been. I really, I know some pretty smart guys. I know some pretty wealthy people. And they had plans, man, and their consultants had plans, and their lawyers had plans, and there was some pretty their accountants had plans. There was some pretty interesting plans that got spun up yesterday and the day before, I'm sure. And even the day before that, right? And then, one good idea starts to spread, and next thing you know, disaster averted. While, other things go on, for example, like, making deals with other places, for God's sakes. I mean, that just seems like that makes sense, right? So anyways, it came down to the wire, and whoa, at the end of that sucker, when it was announced that we somehow, through our leadership, which doesn't make any sense, why is he even talking to Trudeau? Anyways, why didn't he say, hey, like, what are you doing here, bro? Bruh, what are you doing here? Do you even speak for these people? Didn't you step down, little boy? Didn't you step down a few weeks ago? What the hell are you doing, you scam artist piece of shit? Get out of my Oval Office. I don't think that's what happened. Somehow, all of a sudden, we've got troops on the border. We've got a whole bunch of billions going to something on the border. We've got drones. We've got early detection fentanyl stuff. And we're looking for a fentanyl czar now, whatever the hell that means. Now, I'm suggesting if you're looking for the fentanyl czar in Canada, that you go to BC, because it looks to me like there's plenty of people that know what they would be talking about when it comes to fentanyl. Fentanyl? They say it weird. I feel like maybe I'm saying it weird. How do you say it? Fentanyl? Fentanyl? I feel like I heard fentanyl. Regardless, this is serious stuff. Unfortunately, I've seen a guy like pretty much die from that stuff, and it's not cool. But anyways, it looks like the borders are secure, and Trump has at least one thing off of his list, and everybody's got 30 more days to figure out what the fuck they're going to do about what he wants next, right? So before we get into stuff, and I should have started the show off with this at the very beginning, right? Because this is really, we got to remind ourselves every day as a group, as a family, okay? Because that's what we are here. I don't know if you know that yet, but you're part of my family now, right? And so let's just make sure that everything is copacetic with our family. And let's remind ourselves of a few things here, everybody. Family. Oh, hang on a sec. God damn it. One day we're going to get these technical issues worked out, and it won't be me doing the tech stuff. It'll be like, I'll have a Jamie or something.
Maybe
Ready? Here we go.
Maybe you don't realize how good you're doing because you keep raising the fucking bar. Okay, killer?
Okay, killer.
Nice work.
Nice work. I love that. Let's see that one more time.
Maybe you don't realize how good you're doing because you keep raising the fucking bar. Okay, killer? Nice work.
Nice work. Okay. I just need that little rub on the tushy every single day so that I know that I'm a killer, and that the reason that I don't feel as good as I should feel every day is because I keep raising the bar. When I get to here, I realize there's not much here for me. Really, this was kind of a waste of time, this effort, and let's kick it up a notch, see what's going on over here. And then, I keep moving the bar. But this is interesting, and I think this is actually a lesson we could all learn, and we should remind ourselves of this as well, I think, regularly, if you don't mind. And if you do mind, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, but this is just the way it's going to be, okay? We're going to watch this stuff together. We're going to grow together as a family, everybody. Here we go. Just remember.
Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead hustle harder than you.
Right, friends? Okay? So don't let the crackheads hustle harder than you. Do what you got to do. Let's go. You can make it happen, just like Trudeau can make it happen. And, we didn't think. If you would think about a fight, right? If you were betting on who's going to come out ahead in a fight between Donald Trump and Justin Trudeau, I mean, what would you think? Who's gonna win, right? These are your choices here, okay? You got this guy here on the left who just got shot in the face, okay? And this is what he does with a DEI hire for a bodyguard. Let's not forget, this guy is braving the world, okay, with a DEI hire, okay? I don't know whose choice that was. But regardless, look, he got shot in the face, and he's going, yeah. Or this dude, okay? I don't know. What do you even say about this bloody picture here? It's very inclusive, is one thing that you can say about this picture here. But okay, you're choosing between a fight, and who's going to win in a fight between this dude and this dude? I mean, come on. Right? That is a hands down gimme, right? Regardless, what does this have to do with anything? Well, it has to do with everything. I mean, that's the guy who's negotiating on behalf of us right now, right? And although it's nice to be inclusive, and I don't want to not be inclusive, I'm going for the guy that puts his arm up in the air after he gets shot in the face in front of a bunch of people, okay? So this is what Trump had to say about Canada yesterday before I think he announced that he's going to give us a little pause, a little break in the action, right? I think this is just before that happened. Let's check it out together. I don't know why it feels like it's got to jump ahead every goddamn time. Here we go.
Canada's been very abusive of the United States for many years. They don't allow our banks. Did you know that? Canada does not allow banks.
Canada doesn't allow banks. And now apparently people have fact-checked that, including me. I don't know if you consider checking ChatGPT as fact-checking, but according to many people online, and according to my ChatGPT, there are in fact some U.S. banks here in Canada. But really, why isn't there one on every corner, just like the Canadian banks? Why do we not have all the banks? Tell me. Someone tell me. Damn it.
To go in. If you think about it, that's pretty amazing. If we have a U.S. bank, they don't allow them to go in. Canada's been very tough on oil, on energy. They don't allow our farm products in, essentially. They don't allow a lot of things in, and we allow everything to come in. It's been a one-way street.
And this is kind of true, actually, when you do some digging and if you know some things. I mean, I used to be in the lumber business, so I know some things. And that doesn't mean that I know about everything, but I know about lumber. And it's true. There are some tariffs on soft lumber. And there's a shit ton of tariffs on milk coming this way, like a ridiculous amount. And so it's strange that there's already all this tariff stuff going on, and now this is such a big fucking deal. Why is this such a big fucking deal all of a sudden? God damn it. Why is this such a big deal, though, right now? If there's, like I heard 252% tariffs on milk or something. And come to think of it, like, how come I don't have a JP Morgan account? I mean, I have an account with almost every bloody bank. Why don't I have a JP Morgan account or a Citibank account or, you know, some other? Wouldn't that be good for mortgage rates here in Canada if we had more banks offering mortgages? It wouldn't be good for all these little mortgage broker bastards out there, right? That wouldn't be good. But I think we should let their banks in regardless. But this must be one thing that he's pushing for in the background, right?
We subsidize Canada by the tune of about $200 billion a year. And for what? What do we get out of it?
What do we get out of it, right? And that's the whole bloody thing is, what do these guys get out of it? What do they get out of the relationship with Canada? And I mean, obviously we know what they get out of it, but he's taken the stance that they don't need it, right? And he doesn't give a shit, right? What we have. Oh, let's see. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the chat. Hi, guys. Okay, good evening, Charlotte. Hello, Ahmed Lagoob. Does that mean real estate boom in the spring? Everybody just wants to know about a real estate boom in the spring. I hope so. I don't fucking know. My son is voting today will represent conservative Charlottetown. All right, that's cool. Are you still a Trump lover? I think he's shown his true nature and heated. Canadian option trader. Am I still a Trump lover? I like Trump. I think, listen, if he was my CEO, I'd be happy right now. I'll tell you that much. But it's not going to be fun being a Canadian right now because he's got a big dick and he is throwing it in our face. And he wants us to do something with it. But yes, I still like Trump. I think what he's doing is good overall for humanity. I don't know if he's a good guy. Okay, I'm not saying he's a good guy. Okay, I'm not saying that he isn't part of a two-headed eagle or whatever the fucking saying is. Okay, I'm not saying he's a good dude, but what's going on right now, and the fear he's instilled, and the money he's slashing, the fraud, he's freaking out all the illegal immigrants. He's freaking out all the other countries, and everybody better fucking get in line because this goddamn world is out of control and everybody knows it. And I don't know why everybody's giving the guy grief. He's the only one fucking doing anything that makes sense, okay? Did you see the deal he made today with Ecuador or Paraguay or somewhere the fuck for the jails? That is a deal and a half, man. Do I have this here somewhere? Did I put this here? Probably not. This is way off topic. Way off topic, but okay. You asked me, but this is why I shouldn't go in the chat because I get all fucked up from you guys. Absolutely no bullish case for Canadian RE. Okay, then D. Trent says hi, so that's beautiful timing. Hello. We haven't averted anything. No. Why won't the Tom Story Show interview John Flynn? Are they scared of him? Who gives a shit? They're scared of a lot of things. Okay, Big Brother isn't done with us. Give your head a shake. Okay, nothing going on in the chat. We are ignoring the chat from here on out, everybody. Chat, you guys do your own thing. Have a nice day. Thank you. Keep chatting, though. Please keep chatting. Regardless. Okay, if you're here and you haven't liked anything yet, you haven't subscribed. There's a whole lot of you here, not a lot of likes. Like, please. We need something I can press where, like, it's time to like stuff, or I'm not going to talk anymore, but that would be foolish. Do me a favor. Do something. Okay, so we heard Trump on Canada. This is boring. Oh, here it is. True. Oh, no, that's not it. Hang on a sec. Okay, we got Poilievre. Okay, he goes nuclear. I don't remember seeing anything nuclear in here, but okay. Poilievre goes nuclear. Hold on Trump and Trudeau. Let's see if this is true, okay, or if this is just a friggin' headline. And it's probably just a friggin' headline. Here we go.
I like to speak first to our American friends. You are our friends. You are our neighbors. We share.
This is too calm for going off. Way too calm for going off.
They're the longest undefended border in the history of the world. You buy our products, and we buy yours. You have a trade surplus with us when energy is excluded. And when it is included, the deal is even better for you because you buy our oil and our gas at massive price discounts.
Massive price discounts. How come when I post something about that, everybody tells me I'm a moron and I don't know what I'm talking about? I got a video out there right now where I may as well be the opposition leader and the potential next prime minister of Canada, okay? Because I'm saying the same thing as this guy. And everybody tells me I'm a fucking moron, but I'm pretty sure that this is how it goes. We sell them our oil for dirt cheap because we have nowhere to refine this shit. And I'm pretty sure there's better fucking oil here in Canada than the slop that they're making us dig up in Calgary. I'm sure like in Saskatchewan or maybe even here in Ontario, there's probably like so much good oil that is easily refined and that we could refine like in our kitchens, right? That doesn't even need refining, okay? And instead we got to refine that sloppy, disgusting dark tar sand shit in Calgary or Edmonton or wherever the fuck it is out there in Alberta, the Alberta sands or tar sands or whatever the fuck. Okay. And then we got to ship it to the States to refine. Okay. Because we can't do it here ourselves. This is so dumb. And they're not appreciative. And I think everybody's getting sick of their
Not
shit.
because we're nice Canadians, but because here at home we've made really dumb decisions to
Really dumb fucking decisions. Okay. This is what has happened here for so long. And how? How did we all let this get like this? We all just sat here. Oh, okay. Now 2 people have to work. Oh, okay. We got to work more. Oh, okay. Our dollar's worth less. Oh, okay. That's great. Okay. Let's keep going.
prevent us from exporting our energy to any other countries. But either way, Americans are better off with this friendship. We share a continent. We share the same risks and the same potential enemies from around the world. Those kinds of enemies can metastasize into real dangers and actual attacks, as you saw suddenly and unexpectedly on 9/11. It's good to have friends when those sorts of things happen. And let me ask my American
Where's the part where he goes off?
friends this question. Even if you believe in tariffs, how is it possible to put a 25% tariff on Canada and only a 10% tariff on China? In
Ooh. Okay.
what strategic mindset does that make sense? If it's to do with fentanyl, the fentanyl's coming from China. It's killing our people too. We both have to do.
Okay. So I didn't really hear him going off on anybody there. And that's unfortunate because that would have been really cool. And so, anyways, yesterday, if you're like me and, you know, you're really into this stuff and you're trying to figure out, you know, what kind of effect this is going to have on your business because you have a decent sized business and it makes a difference. You know, you're scoping the internet and you're on X and you're on YouTube and you're just waiting for somebody to give you a nugget, right? Something happening. And then, you know, you start getting news, or actually you start seeing stuff like this online, right? Like everybody's starting to get, you know, really patriotic, right? And you start seeing people doing weird stuff like buying a whole grocery haul of just Canadian products. And I don't know why I decided that this was something that we all needed to take a look at. That's kind of weird, but I did. And here we are. Does a Canadian division of a place really count as like, is Fruit Loops really Canadian? Is that a Canadian thing? I don't think so. I think it's an American thing. There's a Canadian division of it, and that shouldn't count, right? I'll bet you half of those fruits weren't Canadian. It's just not American. I made sure I didn't get anything made in the USA. Okay, so that's fair enough. That's kind of cool. That's all right. You know, and then, you know, you got those people, and then you also have these people who are, I guess, the opposite of those people. You have, I guess, the reverse Canada shopping hall people, which I'm not sure why you would do that. Okay, I mean, I get it. If you're like, I guess if you're wired kind of like me, right? And you're like, oh, they told me to do this, so now I'm going to do that. So this guy is saying in response to conservative man from Alberta goes out of his way to buy American products at the grocery store because Trudeau told the country to only buy from Canada. So now that's fucking dumb, but it's funny. So here, let's see what it does.
Hey everybody, I'm going to go into the grocery store today and buy orange juice because fuck Trudeau.
Orange juice, because fuck Trudeau.
Right, so Justin Trudeau says I shouldn't buy orange juice. So yeah, so fuck you, Justin Trudeau.
Now, in this case here, I mean, really, who won here, right? Because that guy just paid like how much for orange juice? That orange juice, I don't know if you've had that orange juice before, but that's expensive fucking orange juice. anyways, hit that like button, guys. There's a whole bunch of people here and nobody's hitting the like button. Is that because this is not a good show? Is that because I'm not doing a good job? Fruit Loops are American. You see, I fucking knew it. I absolutely knew it. Somebody hit the like button. 3 people hit the like button now. Do me a favor, for crying out loud. Hit the like button, because there's no reason not to. Okay, so anyways, so you got those hauls there, right? And so while you're scrolling and seeing these people acting like complete crazy people, you get stuff like this because, people are getting aggressive, right? So you see Americans putting out stuff like this. This is interesting. Okay.
And Canada, since Trump said he's still gonna put tariffs out on y'all, I need y'all to keep y'all motherfucking word and shut the lights out in this motherfucker. Do you hear me? Keep your fucking word. Shut these lights the fuck off. Shut them off. We'll be okay. Y'all, stop letting this man scare y'all. Shut these motherfuckers off. Show Trump who Big Daddy is, bitch.
So I don't know what state this gentleman is in, right? Where he's urging us to shut down the power going to the states. And I mean, I think the same way. I was like, if this thing's happening, we better fucking be ready to put our muscles behind our words here, right? We better be able to fucking do what we're saying we're going to do. If Doug Ford is saying we're shutting you down, we better be able to shut them down, right? Teach those motherfuckers a lesson, for Christ's sakes. But, I mean, good thing we didn't have to see what was going to happen in that case. You had other guys like this. Let's see. This is a Canadian who is, I guess, agreeing with that last dude.
It's time to fucking pull the plug. Shut their fucking power off. Like, right now. Right now. Don't wait. Don't fucking negotiate. Turn the fucking lights off. Right the fuck now.
See, people don't picture this guy, okay, when they think about a Canadian, right? This is not the dude that you picture, right? You're picturing like Wayne Gretzky, this skinny little hockey player guy. I don't know, maybe Ben Johnson. I don't know who you picture who do you picture? Justin Trudeau, maybe? Fuck, that's horrible. So anyways, you're not picturing this guy. This guy is like a Norwegian axe-wielding maniac, right? This guy will fuck you up. You want this guy at the border saying, hey, what's up, bro? What do you guys need, right? I don't think that this is the guy that you want to fuck with. I'm just saying. Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have done that. Pressed the wrong button. But this is not your typical guy. And he's saying, okay, enough's enough, everybody. Stop fucking with us. Okay? Stop fucking with us. It's time to show you what we're made of. We're not just a bunch of threats, right? And not only that, right? We're like, fuck you. We're going to take your liquor off of our, right? We're going to stop selling your booze. That, I mean, there must have been a bunch of people. I know I even thought, shit, like I like Jack Daniels. Maybe I should go and get a couple bottles of Jack Daniels because I don't know how long this is going to last. And I am sure, I mean, I barely drink at all, okay? I rarely have a drink at all. And there must be people that were like stocking up on certain things because they have problems, big fucking problems. I'm just so lazy, right? So when the thought pops into my head that, you know, we should go to the store and get some Jack Daniels just in case this is, gonna last a while. I said, you know what? I'll just have like some Crown Royal instead, right? I'll just have some Crown. Because what's the difference? It's not like I'm drinking that shit straight. It's always mixed with Coke or ginger ale, right? And once you mix it, I mean, how different does Crown really taste than Jack? How many people out there were like, I need to have the U.S. booze. If I don't have the wine from California, my life is over. Or if Coors Light, okay? Were there people freaking out about Coors Light? Were there people absolutely just freaked out of their minds that they weren't going to be able to drink their Coors fucking beer? Crown Royal's not Canadian? What? Are you sure? I don't think so. Anyways, whatever. Why am I paying attention to the goddamn chat again? You guys are chatty. Hit it up. Keep going. D-Man is here. Hello, Dawn. D. Trent is here, which is always wonderful. I'm still like reeling. You're just too cheap. I'm reeling still from yesterday when D. Trent said that I might have good timing. Wow. That made me feel so good. Crown Royals from Winnipeg. That's not Canadian? I thought Winnipeg was in Canada. Anyways, I'm pretty fucking sure. Okay, the point is, even if I'm wrong about Crown Royal being Canadian, there's alternatives other than the United States. And this is the whole point of everything yesterday and the day before and today and the next 30 days. The whole point is that there's other stuff other than the United States. There's other customers. There's other products. There's other stuff. There's other trading partners. That's the most important thing. And again, it's like, how the fuck did we get here to this place where so much of our stuff goes to those bastards, okay, for discounts? Like, what is going on here? Meanwhile, you got these motherfuckers on the other side of the planet wrapped up in towels doing fuck all day. I would like to make a line. The idea is a line. We're just going to build it for miles. A line of what? What? Condos facing each other in the desert? What if you get an interior suite in the line? Fucking dummies. Who the hell wants that shit? And they're building that stupid shit, right? With all this money, because they got so much fucking money, they don't even know what to do with it, these bastards, okay? Why are we not like that in Canada? Why is Canada not like Dubai, the United Arab Emirates? Why are we not like that? Why are we not all like sultans? I don't understand. I've been asking this question for a long time. Why don't we take our shit to where it's appreciated? And then you look at like the map here. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm not really getting off the rails, but I'm pretty far off the goddamn rails. Okay, what was I want? Okay, the hull. Okay, power. Okay, so you know what? I'm not even that far off the rails right now because, you know, let's look at the pipeline map, shall we? Can we look at the pipeline map together? Because how did we get here is the question. Okay, how did we get to this point where we're like we make the least amount of money per capita? We're all in debt up to our eyeballs like no other country. Everything is fucked, okay? We have more natural resources than anywhere on Earth, okay? We have everything that everybody needs. And look at our goddamn pipeline, okay? Our pipeline, okay, to like, you know, like where civilization really is, like Toronto, for fuck's sakes, Ontario. We don't have any oil coming to us. You see this thing? Quebec? I mean, I don't know if we care about Quebec. Ontario, though, I mean, how does it make sense that Ontario, okay, out of all the places in Canada, doesn't have a pipeline going through it? Like, okay, honestly, you have BC has a pipeline going to it, right? And to the port, which makes a whole lot of sense, right? Alberta here, it's got pipelines. I mean, it's, I guess, the only place with oil, apparently. So it's just pumping it out of everywhere, every orifice, okay? And then this big one here that's coming near us, okay, where the action is, Well, it's got to go through the United States first. And how the fuck, who planned that? Who decided this? Whoever agreed to this pipeline having to come through the States here and then back into Canada to come to the east end of our country where all the people live. This is trader kind of shit. This is stuff that somebody needs to pay for because this is wrong, right? Does this make sense to anybody else out there? Is it just me? Am I the only one who thinks that this is absolute insanity, that this can be a thing? How is it possible that that can be a thing? Tell me. Well, while you're mulling it over, okay? While you're mulling it over, I think it's time that we all watch this because it's funny as fuck. I don't know where to fit it in, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to force you all to watch this because it's just great. And I don't know what to do with it, but I thought I should share it with you because, like I said before, we're family and I love you.
Uranus Fudge Factory. There's a chocolate factory called Uranus Fudge Factory in Indiana, and the marketing's been taken over by a 12-year-old boy. Somebody needs to stop this. Right here you see Uranus Farms, fresh from Uranus to the table. When you walk up to the counter, they ask you, "Are you ready to have your fudge packed? Because we're professional fudge packers here." They sell beef jerky called Jerk Uranus. You can't beat the meat in Uranus. They sell a lot of memorabilia like shirts and hats. This one right here says Fudge Packers Union. Proudly packing fudge in Uranus since 2015. This one's great, just worshiping alcohol right here with Uranus Liquors. Poker in the front, liquor in the rear. Or this one, Uranus Gas and Lube Company. We pump it in the front and lube it in the rear. They have family-friendly stuff like mini golf, though. This one's called Putt Pirates. Sink your balls into our putt holes. So that one's pretty good.
Fire the 12-year-old.
Sorry, I had to share that with you. I don't know why, but I'm glad that I got it in before the show ended. Anyways, so after all of that, what we got was the plan from Mr. Trudeau, okay? And I'm pretty sure I remember hearing this plan like a little while ago. I don't know why it's not loading, so hold on a sec. Here we go. There we go. Is this the plan? Let's see here. I probably fucked this up. Through Canada's border plan, we're deploying thousands more frontline personnel to the border, launching a precursor chemical detection unit, and building a new drug profiling center. What is all that stuff? We just need guys there that make people afraid to bring fentanyl across the border because we're going to shoot them instantly. That is the way, I believe, to really get your point across. Just shoot them instantly. This seems to work in the movies. And by Canada's border plan, I mean Trump's border plan. Oh, that's Justin Trudeau's ego. Sorry. Isn't BC developing smokable fentanyl? Could have sworn I read that today. See attached photo. Health officer advises BC to offer smokable fentanyl. What the actual fuck is going on here? But so the plan, which I guess that wasn't it, is to provide all kinds of helicopters and all kinds of drones and all kinds of money. And yeah, so now after that, so we made our promise. We're going to shore up the borders. We're going to do all this stuff. We're going to give you all kinds of money. And instead of him saying, okay, we're going to forget about the tariffs. Thank you very much. You gave me what I wanted. Well, I mean, it's not stupid to say, like, let's see how it goes first. Like, let's really see if you're going to put your money where your mouth is. That's what I meant to say before. Okay, so you made all these promises there, Trudeau, if that is your real name. You made all these promises, and now it's time to see if you actually do what you say you're going to do. So we're going to wait 30 days. And I'll bet you in that 30 days, there's some other shit that we have to do, because Trump's sitting there going, I'm going to give you 30 days to decide about becoming the 51st state of the United States of America, because we're going to make it great. But we need your help, Justin, my boy. Right? He's going to say, I'm going to give you 30 days, boy. But when 30 days are up, you better come back to me. And you better say, okay, Mr. Trump, you were right. I have no other choice. I am going to become the governor of the 51st state of the United States. And of course, since we are now a state, we're going to let your banks flood the market. Go ahead. You have beat me. You have beat me, Mr. Art of the Deal. And I concede to you because you are a wizard, Hari. You are a wizard, Hari. Anyways, so really, today, I don't know if there was much. I mean, there was a lot of hype. This kind of caught my eye, right? Because now, okay, so now after this happens, right? And we're relieved of our tariffs, and everybody can breathe and go, holy fuck, that was fucking crazy. What the hell was that shit all about? That wasn't cool. Maybe we need to, I don't really like that power that that bastard has over us, right? I don't like that. That didn't feel good at all. Maybe we should figure out ways to not have all of our eggs in one basket. Okay, maybe it's time that we wake up and realize, I think it's time. Look, okay, this doesn't take a genius. We have a billion people here that are doing nothing. Okay, the unemployment is off the charts. Okay, and it's about to get even worse. People can't afford shit, and everything kind of sucks. And we're about to deport all these poor people that came here to abuse our system in the first place. But we do have a whole bunch of people that want jobs and want to make money and are willing to work really hard. And so what a great opportunity to build the pipelines and to create the infrastructure and to build the refineries and to start doing all the things that we really want to do to open up our resources to the world, right? Why don't we do that? And everybody that I know of, all the smart people, all the business people are all thinking the same thing. Fuck. I got to figure out a way because this is going to happen again. And I don't want to deal with this. And the easiest way, the story is, Darryl, the story is that the easiest way around the tariffs, Darryl, the easiest way, the story is, Darryl, is that the easiest way around the tariffs is to not pay the tariffs at all. You must move to the States. You must move the operation to the States. You must be a good little boy. And you see, Trump's plan is working, right? Because, fine. Okay, did he win? I don't know. He got a bunch of troops at the border. If people aren't... Have you seen the people on fentanyl? Have you seen these people that are fucked up on fentanyl? Okay, it's not a pretty sight. It's not fucking cool. And have you seen these streets in BC? It is not cool at all, right? So, I mean, at the worst case, you now got 20,000 extra troops, all kinds of machinery and technology and drones and helicopters flying around both sides of America, right? At the very least, just for Trump swinging his dick around saying tariff, and not implementing one tariff on Canada or Mexico, right? And so that's pretty fucking cool, okay? So, you know, it's like anything else. If you don't go in on your first shot with what you're looking for, that's horrible negotiating, right? Who the hell goes in with their best first? Is that how you do it? I don't think so. You can't do it like that. So you know, you don't go in with your best first. You go, if you're like Trump and I mean, this guy has different resources, right? So he's like, he can do anything, right? He's like 25%. That's enough, right? This will make them shake in their boots. Oh, really? They're thinking about counter tariffs? Is this fucking guy kidding? Is this fucking moron kidding? All right. Put it out to the press that, like, if Canada thinks about counter tariffs, we're going to double the tariff. And then, right, it gets out to everybody that they're going to double the tariff if we counter tariff. And then everybody's like, holy, what the fuck? Double the tariffs now? We just figured out 25%. We can't deal with 50. 50, we're fucking done, bro. 50, we're done. 50, bad news, right? So anyways, thank God, disaster averted for 30 days. But what does he want? What does he want? Did you see the meme? I wish I should have kept it. I should have saved it for you guys. That was foolish. I should have saved it for you guys. Where he was saying, you know, the snow Mexicans are weak, father. This is Barron whispering to Donald. The snow Mexicans is what we're being referred to here in Canada. Okay, so the snow Mexicans are weak now, father. We should rename Lake Ontario. Ooh, that would be a big blow, right? Just like they just renamed the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Can you imagine? Lake America? Oh, fuck. I can't even say Rogers Center, for God's sakes. If they rename Lake Ontario, like, I'm never getting that one. Right? Rogers Center is still the Sky Dome to me, baby. Okay. Can I actually, now that I think about it, so I was at the Raptor game on Sunday, right? And everybody was booing the United States national anthem, and it was kind of weird. I wasn't doing it. We weren't doing it. We stayed out of that. Because the poor girl that was singing, I mean, she's a Canadian kid, right? And she's got like her big moment in front of everybody at this, what's this place called now? Scotiabank Arena? At the Air Canada Center, okay? And she is like belting it out, and she's excited, and probably her whole family's there to watch, and everybody's booing the national anthem. Classless people. But the point is, the story is, Darryl. Who the fuck? Listen, I don't make normal money, okay? I make above normal money, okay? Let's put it out there. I bought horrible seats because there was 6 of us, okay? I bought horrible seats. They were $150 each. We were literally 10 rows away from the top of the place. Okay, they were horrible, and the place was pretty much full. And luckily they won, but like, who the hell's paying all this money to see a shitty NBA team? And we're supposed to be in a recession, but it was basically full, and everybody was buying expensive beer and expensive food and expensive jerseys, right? So I think this recession, if it's here, it's hiding, at least from me. I don't see it yet. I see it in some people, but like most people don't seem to be having issues. You know what? It seems that we are done for the day, folks. I have a few other things here to discuss. I'm really not in the mood. I didn't really want to talk to you guys today. I'm sorry. I just wasn't feeling it. I had a few days off, and why is no one talking about what? Oh my God, that's exactly what I'm thinking. What's going on, guys? What's happening? We can send them all to protect the border. I was saying that, like, all of us will just go. Like, why don't we just take shifts for, like, I don't know. I'll take Monday from 1 till 7. Okay? Like, if everybody just takes 1 6-hour shift a week to defend the border, is that not cool? Is that not good? Are we not happy with that? I just want to know. Is that not something that we could live with? 1 shift a week at the border? Give me a gun. I got pictures, actually, of me holding a gun. And I should really bring that up because that is kind of funny. This is from my buddy, his stag. And he also happens to be my architect. But here we go. This is kind of funny. You see? Me holding a gun, for God's sakes. Can you see this here? This was a few moons ago. I was a little bit younger back then. From what I've been told, this is 15 years ago. All I remember about this day is that it was the day I realized I needed to wear glasses regularly because I couldn't see shit. Okay? I couldn't see shit. Can you guys see what I'm seeing here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, geez. Did I screw that up? Sorry. Bzing, bzong. Okay, here we go. My apologies, everybody. So, I can wield a gun, is the point I'm trying to make, okay? If I go this way, you see? Always a clown. My kids, I showed them these pictures, and my daughter pointed out that, Dad, how come you're the only one being a clown? How come you're always a clown? It seems like we have an architect over here. I guess that's what this guy is. I'm not sure who he is. That's my buddy there. I've known him since grade friggin' 1. Look at us. Look at us. Look at these mean motherfuckers, okay? We were all just at this guy's 50th birthday party a couple weeks ago, and that's just crazy. But you see, if all of us just took a gun, okay? We could take guns. We could take a 6-hour... Who's messing with these crazy Jewish boys, right? This is right here. This is 6-hour shift from 1 to 7 on Mondays. This is your border patrol right here. The Jewish stag muffins, okay? And would you be worried? If you were on the other side of the border, which I guess you'd be American, right? And you're looking at these fucking crazy guys, okay? If this is what's staring you down, okay, on the other side of that wall, you're like, should I go? Should I try? Should I do it? Maybe, I don't know. That guy on the right looks crazy, okay? That guy looks like he's going to shoot me just for thinking about fentanyl, right? This is what we need, guys. How funny is that shit? Okay, sorry. Well, at least I got to amuse myself because this is actually why we're here, okay? At the end of the day, we're here to amuse me, and that's it. So I think that there are ways to deal with this stuff. It doesn't have to even cost us the $1.3 billion, for Christ's sakes. We could just, again, me, Ben, Mike, Jerry, all of us, right? We could just go to the border for 6 hours. I'm willing. I'll get people, okay? I'm good like that. I can wrestle up people to do things, make them want to do it. We'll all get paid. I mean, people are going to get paid to do this border security. It's the most important thing. Redirect the $1.3 billion. We don't need army. Okay? Instead of all those illegal guns that come in, go into whoever they're going to, give them to us. We'll distribute them. And we will make sure that every hour is covered, even probably the Jews, okay, in the country alone. We could handle it. But nobody really wants that, I'm sure, because nobody wants to be defended by the Jews, not only the Jews. For some reason, we got a bad rap. You have a legal right to own firearms, you meathead. I wouldn't be worried for 1 second. I would be worried. You didn't see me firing that thing off. Okay, I was nervous. Okay, I don't know what kind of person it takes to enjoy firing a weapon. Okay, this takes a different kind of individual than me, for sure. An especially different person who is okay pointing it at another human being, for God's sakes. The amount of pain that bullet must inflict on a person when it hits is unreal. Like, when I pressed the trigger, I don't know what kind of gun I was firing. Okay, you guys saw the gun. I don't know what the hell that is. Was anybody able to tell what kind of gun that was? But it was friggin' powerful. Okay. And when I shot it for the first time, and I could not see down, I couldn't really see the target because like I said, I realized I needed to wear glasses that day. But like when I pressed the trigger and I felt that thing recoil, as the experts like to say, wow, I just pictured that bullet piercing through a human at the rate that thing flew out of the gun. And I was like, holy shit, this is insane, right? I could get used to this kind of power, right? I could get used to this kind of power. And so I don't know why I didn't leave this up on the screen the whole time, but okay, what kind of gun is that, guys? Do we know? I feel like it's like, I don't know what I feel like. It's like some kind of 22, maybe? Is it possible that it is some kind of 22 caliber something? Now, I don't know how to see the answer from you guys, but anyways, like I was saying, gladly, me and my Jewish friends will defend the border and take our shift. And I mean, I can't imagine that the guy that we showed earlier with the beard, I mean, he would take probably at least 2 shifts a week, gladly. Probably wouldn't even want to get paid for it, right? So I think that we could easily secure the border. Like, easily. And I don't think that, like, is there anybody here in Canada that doesn't want the fentanyl to stop going across the border? Like, do we even want it here? Is there anybody here that really wants the fentanyl to come into the country, whether it leaves or not? Like, do we want it here at all? Do we need to be part of this whole thing? Well, the answer at the moment, unfortunately, is yes, because who controls the drugs in this country? The banks. It's a big mess, and we're not going to get to the end of it here, I hope, because I'm tired and I don't feel like it and I don't want to talk anymore. Adios.